Hello and welcome to my final assessment of a Pecha Kucha style presentation for the course Educator Effectiveness, Supporting Student Achievement and Growth. My name is Claire Plackey and I will give you a brief introduction in the next slide. Before I get started, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Claire Plackey, and I'm currently in my 5th year of teaching elementary visual art in Baltimore, Maryland. I work with a wide range of learners at my school, and I love all of my students so dearly. In this presentation, I will be covering these 7 initiatives to increase educator effectiveness in the classroom. They are remote learning strategies, career readiness, research-based strategies, social-emotional learning, inclusion, cultural competence, and equity. I will be explaining these 7 initiatives and will give strategies for each that you could easily implement into your daily practice in your classroom. These strategies will help you facilitate student growth and success in your classroom. I will explain how I have implemented these strategies into my classroom setting, but know that not every classroom is the same and you may need to alter or modify based on your experience and student population. To begin, remote learning strategies are strategies that are used for students who are currently learning remotely or online. Students may not be in a classroom when completing their remote learning, and because of recent events like the COVID-19 pandemic, many educators teaching during this time have had to become familiar with remote learning in some way. Some strategies to initiate and engage students in remote learning is to hold live Zoom classes. This allows students to learn in real time and allows more real interaction between the student and the teacher. However, also providing asynchronous learning material is also important so that students can go back to reference material that they may need more time to absorb. The key to make remote learning engaging is to make it fun and interactive. Moving on to career readiness, these strategies will help teach the skills that students need to know in order to function in society and in their careers as adults. They are not only life skills, but skills they need to be successful in their jobs in the future. Teaching 21st century skills will give students a foundation of knowledge that will not only help them in their lives as adults in general, but will help them tremendously in their careers as well. The 21st century skills are broken down into categories of learning, literacy, and life skills. A few examples of these are critical thinking skills, creativity, collaboration, communication, technology literacy, and leadership. It's also important to expose students to a variety of careers that they could possibly enter into in the future. Next is research-based strategies. These are instructional strategies used by educators that are backed by research by doctors and scientists. They are proven by research and evidence to be successful strategies for student growth. There are some proven strategies that teachers should implement into their classrooms to ensure student growth and success. Here are just a few of these strategies. Set clear learning goals for your students and talk them over during your class. Model for your students. Live demonstration is best. Check for understanding multiple times throughout a lesson, and provide positive or constructive feedback. Social emotional learning, also known as the acronym SEL, is a way of activating students' awareness of their thoughts, feelings, emotions in the classroom. It can help students regulate themselves when they are feeling mad or frustrated and can help them work through hard moments in their lives. It can also help students connect with their peers and learn how to be better communicators. Social emotional learning in the classroom can be broken down into these 5 main categories. Teaching students self-management, managing their big emotions, self-awareness, recognizing their emotion and how to handle it, responsible decision-making, making good choices about their behavior and actions, relationship skills, fostering good relationships, teamwork, and how to handle conflict, and social awareness, how to handle empathy and understanding. Next is inclusion. Inclusion strategies used by teachers help to make sure all students in their classrooms are given the right amount of support based on their individual learning needs. All students learn in different ways, and some students need more extended time on a project based on a learning difference. These strategies are used to include all students in the curriculum so that there's equity of support. You may need to make accommodations or modifications based on student learning difference. Students with IEPs have clear modifications that need to be adhered to. And think of the curricular supports that some students may need. Cultural competence. These are strategies that teachers should use to make sure the lessons they are teaching are relevant and culturally appropriate for their students. Based on where a teacher is teaching, there are different needs based on student population. There are lots of things to consider about the culture of your students and school that need to be included into the curriculum. Educators should value and embrace the diversity of their students. Celebrate their similarities and differences. Actually explore and learn about your student cultures and backgrounds. Include local connections to the culture of your school community into your curriculum. As an art teacher, I expose my students to diverse artist examples, artists from different cultures, races, genders, and from around the world. Last but not least is equity. Similar to the inclusion category, equity strategies are to make sure all students' specific needs are being met so that all students can be successful. Some students have learning differences that need specific adaptations or modifications to their instruction. Equity is giving individuals the personalized support that they need based on a unique individual basis. This means that one person may be getting much more support and help than another person, because some people's situation means they are more privileged, more able-bodied, better equipped than others are. In my art classroom, I have a lot of flexibility to make modifications and alter lessons for my students who may need more support. In conclusion, these 7 initiatives covered in this presentation, remote learning strategies, career readiness, research-based strategies, social-emotional learning, inclusion, cultural competence, and equity will help you as the educator support student achievement and growth. I've given examples of strategies used in my classroom and explained what works best for me, which may be different for you. I hope that this presentation was informative and you gained a new understanding of how to support student growth in your classroom. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you for watching.